guys, welcome back and thanks for taking the time to join me. I'm going to tie a variation on the Aurora Cascade. Now the hook and the vise is a partridge patriot double in size 10 in gold. The thread we're going to start off tying the flag with is uni thread 80 in white. That's just to keep the wee tag at the back nice and bright. I'm just going to come in and start my thread sort of way halfway on the shank of the hook, run on a few mil, remove the waist tag. The tag at the back is a oval silver tinsel, and I'm just using the oval silver tinsel in size 14. This is just the Vineyards oval silver tinsel. Just going to be length the arrow off. Just going to catch it in underneath the shank of the hook, then bring it underneath the shank. I'm just going to work my thread down till I'm sort of in line or slightly past the points of the hooks. Then I'm going to come around with 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel. Now I'm just going to catch this in, just bringing the oval silver tinsel up in between the hooks, just strengthens the tag. Now I'm just going to come in and trim away the excess. The tail on the fly is usually yellow and orange bucktail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a yellow and orange Arctic runner that I've mixed together here. So just going to get a measurement. I want that on about a length and a half to 2 lengths the hook over the back. I'm going to come around with a pinch and loop and a couple of tight turns to secure. Then I'm going to come in and lift the excess, trim that away in a bit of a tapered cut. Right, just have a wee check. Happy enough with that. Ready as rubbish off the vise. Now I'm going to put some flash into the tail, and I'm going to use the blue mirror flash. You could use orange crinkle flash. See, to be honest with you guys, you could use any flash you want. So I'm just going to get my 2 strands of mirror flash here, the blue. Just want to sort of separate them either side of the tail. Round with a pinch and loop, another turn to secure. I'm going to fold these back and bring my thread back down, tied up against the tag. Now I don't want all the flash in, so I'm going to come in and trim away the excess, moisten that for the wing. Next, the wee hat butt, if you like to call it. This is Glow Bright Floss number 12. Just a single strand. Just going to catch that in, and then work my thread up. And then I'm just going to come up with the Glow Bright Floss. Now I'm going to take a couple of passes. So I'm going to go back down, and then come back up. Follow that around with the thread. A couple of tight turns. Now I'm just going to come in and trim that, the length of cut ends of the Arctic Fox, or sorry, the Arctic Runner. Then I'm going to just run my thread up, tying this in nice and tight, right the whole way up. Now at this point we're going to come in and change over to a uni thread 80 in fire orange. So we'll just come in with your uni thread, just tie up over the top of the white. Then you can come in and trim away the waist end of the white, the waist end of the fire orange and your white tang thread. On the way back down, I'm going to catch in the rib. It's going to be the oval silver tinsel again, same oval silver tinsel used for the tag at the back. Run that down nice and tight. Now you can put on just an ordinary gold tinsel. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the gold holographic tinsel in large. So I'm just going to lengthen this off. just offer this up to the hook. Let's get that little red silver tinsel out of the way there. Just going to tie it in on top, and then work my thread up, tying in the gold tinsel. And we're going to come around a nice straight turn just at the back where you've put in your hat butt, and then just overlapping turns of the gold holographic up the body to there. Follow it around with your thread, a couple of tight turns to secure. We're going to come in and trim away the excess. Now I'm going to bring up a rib, and you're looking 4 turns of the oval silver tinsel up the body. We'll catch that in, come in and trim away the excess. Now at this point, you've a decision to make. You can put on the wing at first here, which is Grey Squirrel tail, but I'm going to put my hackle on first, and this is where it's going to be a variant now. So this is a whiting lace wing hen hackle that has been dyed a fluorescent yellow chartreuse, they call it. Now it's more like just like a fluorescent yellow, deep fluorescent yellow. So I'm just going to offer that up the tip up, come in with a couple of turns, going to fold the tip back, bring my thread turns back up over the tip and the hackle, come in, locate the tip, break that away. Then we're just going to stroke this back, and I'm going to put on 2 turns. Just have the wee loop. Just going to put one more in. Just get your fibres up out of the way. You don't want to be catching too many of them. To there. Then we're just going to follow this around with our thread. Turn to hold. A couple of tight turns to secure. Come in, collect the waist end of the hackle, trim that away. Now at this point we're going to put on our wing, but we'll just get another wee bit of thread down here before we do that. Now we're not looking bad. You can see a nice colour you get off the whiting lace wing capes. They're cracking capes. Now I've got some Grey Squirrel tail in the stagger, so I'm just going to take this out. And you want the wing, I don't know, coming in past the bends of the hooks. Anyway, just to there. Just a wee fibre there, it's broke. Take that away. Just measure it again, just to here. Then I'm going to come in, pinch and loop. Nice tight turns on top of the squirrel. Has a tendency to move. Squirrel tail, so make sure you tie it in nice and tight. Then just come in with my scissors here. Get a nice sharp cut. Just one wee fibre I missed. So I'm going to take that away. Now it also has a tendency to pull out, especially when you're giving the fly some stick. Just going to wipe on a wee drop of super glue just onto the thread. Just come in and hold the wing. I'm just going to take this down over the cut ends of the squirrel. Just to there. Now at this point I'm going to come back in with my mirror flash to use for the tail. Just looking 2 strands again. Like I say, you can use any flash that you want, guys. It's entirely up to using. It's just, I've had this sitting on my desk, so that's why I'm using it. Now just doubling back the longer pieces of the flash, keeping a hold of those. Going to come in and trim that away. The next hackle is just going to be a badger hackle, dyed orange. Now that's the difference. I'll just show you here so you can get it. So the lace wing, to show you, the lace wing is the hen, and the badger is the cock hackle, or the cock cape, if you like, cock bird. So that's where the lace wing comes from, if you're interested in that. Now I'm just going to stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip. Just Just going to come in and trim the tip of the hackle away at this stage, and just catch in the wee tag end that we've created. Then I'm going to get my scissors, just run this up the stem of the hackle, just to get the fibres to just sit back perpendicular to the stem of the hackle. And then you're just looking a couple of turns. Now, I'd probably put on, I don't know, maybe two turns should be enough for me. Yep, that's going to be plenty there now for me. So just keeping a hold of your stem of your hackle, follow this around with your thread, a couple of tight turns, come in, trim away the remainder of the hackle. Anything that wants to go forward, just push this back, and then we'll just tidy up the front a wee bit here just to get it more level. Now there's jungle cock on the fly, but it's not tied in the traditional manner. We're going to tie one, the jungle cock on the top. So I'm going to just strip away the rubbish. Just come in and you just want this sort of way, take a measurement of how far back you want the jungle cock. Right, just coming in, just going to hold it on top of the hook. Just coming round with a couple of turns. I'm going to leave that there at the minute. Just going to have a wee check just to see what way I'm sitting. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. Then we get the second jungle cock eye, and we're going to offer this up underneath. Right. Just going to take a wee mark, just a wee measurement, so that jungle cock eye is just going back to the tag to there. Just going to hold this with my thumb, come around with a couple of turns. Right, I just want to check again just to make sure that they're, yep, they're good. Right, I'm just going to come in on top. Just be gentle here with the, get the face round properly, Scott, with the jungle cock, because it's not fully secured in and it will move on you. So you feel like you need to take another couple of turns, take those turns just to give you the confidence that they're in. Then I'm going to tighten up, just coming down over the cut ends of the jungle cock, and then we can sort of just brighten up her head. Now you can come in and brighten the head up more. You can come in with the Glow Bright Floss number 4 and brighten that head up another wee bit for yourself. It's entirely up to you. Now that's the jungle cock underneath the hook. Then that's the one on top. Now you could use smaller eyes there as well. They're just the two eyes that I fancy taking off. Now just keeping the thread tight. We're just going to come in and throw in a whip finish. Nice and tight. Pull the thread tight. Come in, trim away your tang thread. And then we'll come in, first coat on the head as always. Just a wee drop of super glue. Right, just watch the hackles, and particularly the jungle cock here. Don't want this going on to the dressing at this stage. Just take our time. And that's the fly done, guys. Now I'll just wait, let that dry. I'll set it this side on just on a wee clip. Let it dry, and then I'll come in and varnish the head. A couple of coats of varnish. So there you go. That's just a variation on the Aurora shrimp, and just using the bodger hackle and the lighting, or sorry, the whiting lace wing. So look, tie a few of those up. Hopefully they can catch you a few fish. As always, guys, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really do appreciate it. I know people's busy, so thank you. If you like the wee videos that I'm putting together, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. And until next time guys, please stay safe and tie lines.